It's getting increasingly difficult to avoid toxins in the environment around you. Toxins are in your food, your water, the air, really in all sorts of things. Now, sometimes you can do something to prevent or remove some of these toxins, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. You can remove close to 75% of the arsenic content in your rice with this simple technique that a buddy showed me. The original creator, I believe, might be Joseph Pizzorno, one of the leading naturopath researchers. However, I'm not sure if he got this from somewhere else. I don't know the specific credit of where this should go to. Personally, I've made hundreds of batches of rice, and I've made over 100 using this technique. This technique will really bring out perfect rice if you're able to do the same steps that I'm showing here. You might want to alter them depending on the type of setup you have. For this, I highly recommend getting a high quality, long grain basmati organic rice. And brown basmati rice in particular is going to be the best for having low arsenic content. I'd recommend getting it organic as well to help, get rid of more of those pesticides that might be in there. And of course, with this brand in particular, the reason why I buy this one is because it's grown in California, and you can actually access their arsenic levels online. And this one, when I looked it up, it was close to even like half of what the standard arsenic content is in the United States. So just doing this alone will already put you a step ahead on removing arsenic and other contaminants. A bag of that for me is about $8 in US dollars. Now the next thing you're going to need is just a measuring cup, and I highly recommend a pressure cooker. Kind of hard to see it back here. I have the Duo Crisp, what is this thing? Instant Pot Duo Crisp. I really like my Instant Pot Duo Crisp. It really makes awesome rice. However, it probably isn't going to vary too much if you have some different pressure cooker, but these exact numbers I'm going to be giving will work perfect on this, so you might have to play around a little bit with that to get the best rice. Now, to start things off, what you're going to want to do is measure out your rice. You're going to want 1 cup of rice. And once you have your 1 cup of rice, you're going to then get 1 1/4 cup of, I recommend, reverse osmosis water. If you use something like tap water or similar, you will actually end up getting more arsenic and other contaminants into the rice again. I highly recommend going with reverse osmosis water if that's available to you. And then you're going to add that into your pressure cooker. You're going to want to kind of level it out a little bit. And then what I do is I pressure cook for 2 minutes. Now, once you have hit the 2-minute timer, you're going to let off all of the steam out of the pressure cooker, and you're going to strain that water. And as you can see here, the water is actually quite murky and gross. So that brown water is going to be discarded, and then what I do is I replace that with 3/4 of a cup of reverse osmosis water. Once you have that in place, then you run it for 16 minutes. And once the 16-minute goes off, I will actually run the system on low. I'll just let it continue to go for another 16 minutes. And this creates near perfect rice. Now this is an 8-quart pressure cooker system. I've ate tons of this rice, and sometimes you got to play a little bit with it to get the perfect texture, or maybe you want it a little bit more watery or a little more dry. It might take a little bit of playing around. However, this has been the best technique that I've found to fully remove a high amount of these contaminants from your rice. Now, if you're looking to improve your health, I highly recommend checking out my 2-hour podcast that I did with my friend who is a certified nutritional therapy practitioner. There is a ton of amazing information that will help you get healthy today.